Now in this next step, we're going to have to connect our lavatories to the main pipes. For example, if you take a look over here, there's a pipe coming from the lavatory, and then it's connecting to this line. Now we can make this connection happen exactly according to the plan, and we're going to have to connect the pipe lower than that, so it doesn't mess with the T-fitting. Now let's get the pipe command PI, and now we're going to check the 5 items. Ball sear, sanitary, diameter 110, and for the elevation, because we're drawing from the pipe, we're going to enable inherit elevation, and since we're getting closer to the fixture, we're going to make sure we select slope up. Now I'm going to click over here, then I'm going to move towards the lavatory at a 45-degree angle and click to draw this pipe. It also seems like it goes perfectly below this floor drain, and we could easily draw the branch from this pipe up to this fixture. Now to connect this lavatory, we can't draw this straight line, because if we do that, then it would interfere with the connection that we're going to be placing for this floor drain. Let's get the pipe command PI, inherit elevation, and the diameter of the pipe connecting to the lavatory is going to be 75. And now I'm going to click somewhere farther from the floor drain, and then we're going to change the direction to a 45-degree angle and draw this pipe to get closer to the lavatory. Now I'm going to also select these 2 pipes and bring them a little lower to make the second pipe along with the axis of the lavatory. Looks like this one needs a readjustment, and there we go. Alright, so we've drawn the pipes leading to these lavatories, and the next pipes we're going to be drawing are for connecting this lavatory and this one. But before we do that, for this first one, we could just take a look at the CAD plan, where we can see that this pipe is directly connected to the main line. So let's go see if we have enough space for that. And for example, if I try to draw a straight pipe from here, it probably wouldn't fit because of this T-fitting right here. But we're going to check it anyway. We're going to get the pipe command PI, inherit elevation, diameter 75. Now I'm going to go next to the T-fitting, click and go up. And it looks like our T-fitting was added, and it seems to perfectly fit. Alright, now for the next lavatory, we've got an angled pipe that will be connected to this line over here. But it doesn't seem like there's enough space for that because that would interfere with this T-fitting and the transition. So instead, we could just draw the branch from here. Let's hit PI, inherit elevation, slope up, diameter 75. Now click over here, and then I'm going to move forward at a 45-degree angle. Then I'm going to go up in a straight line. And again, I'm going to change directions to a 45-degree angle. Also, it seems like we're going to have to bring this pipe down a little bit so that it goes along the axis of the lavatory, like so. So despite the drawing we have in the plan, it seems like this is the better solution. Now next, to connect a pipe to this floor drain, first let's go double check in the CAD plan. So let's go over here. And you see the pipe that's going to be connected to this floor drain, it says the diameter is supposed to be 75. But as for the floor drains themselves, we've got a little tag next to the others. For example, this one says FD 2 inches. Floor drain 2 inches, which would be 50 millimeters, whereas up here it says 75. So this is another contradiction we have in the plans, for which we could place a revision cloud and comment about this contradiction. We would say that here it says 75 and 2 inches, and whether we need to also include a transition or not. So we're just going to comment about this on the plan and see what needs to be done about it. But for now, we're just going to consider 75 as the diameter of the floor drain pipes. But first, I'll put a 45-degree angle section in here. And then I'm going to also make the section tighter. And I'm going to right-click on it, then go to View. Now let's stretch this a little bit from the side so we can see the floor drain. And you see our floor drain is placed up here. And if we want to draw at a 45-degree angle, there would be a beam in the way. So let's go back and take a look in the main plan and see if we could find that beam, for which first we're going to have to locate the columns. And here they are. And right about here, we've got a beam along the way. Now I'm going to place another section vertically over here, so we could fully see the whereabouts of that beam. I'm going to also make this section a little tight, and to take a look at it, we're going to have to right-click, then go to View. Now, as you can see over here, our floor drain goes right beside the beam, and going down directly towards the main pipe. But maybe if this floor drain were placed a little bit farther to the right, then it would have been better for its connection. But let's connect it in this section anyway, getting the pipe command PI, and then I'm going to click on the pipe, then according to the plane, change the diameter to 75, then draw at a 45-degree angle, and then go straight up. Now, if I also want to bring this pipe closer to the beam, then it would turn out like this. And let's also select these and bring them to the left as well. Now you can obviously see that it is still interfering with the beam, but since it's a 45-degree angle, there might not be an actual interference from another angle. So this floor drain needs to be repositioned a little to the right to make the connections more proper. But also, let's not forget that the floor drain is going to be connected to the pipe by a trap fitting, as in it would come down here by a trap, then go into this angle and then downwards. That's because the pipeline is directly below the floor drain, so let's not forget about the angles either.